I realized I forgot to press a button. I forgot to press a button, so it should be starting on YouTube soon. Classic Zaggard mistake. I knew, like, I was like, there's something I forgot to press. There's something I forgot to press. And I knew it was that. It was the YouTube. It was always the YouTube. Always the YouTube. Classic the YouTube. So let me know, chat, if you can see me. I can see you. Can you see me? Let me know. Until then, we're gonna chill out here in the Dragon's Den together till we get a couple of people chatting. Once we get a couple of people, like I want about three to five people for now chatting it up, because we got some important stuff to. I see your ugly mug. Well, how dare you? How dare you see it? Why aren't you blind? Eh? Why aren't you blind? Eh? So I have a couple neato burrito new tools I want to share with the group that we're gonna work on. Hello, Mr. Tricky One. How are you? How are you doing? Can you see me on YouTube? Say you yes if you can. You yes. This is weird, but it doesn't let me do video mode and is forcing me to do it like a YouTube short. So it's vertical. Are you on your phone or on your tablet? Because there are two links, by the way. There's the vertical link and then the not vertical link. Yes, poggers. Because there's the default link and then there's the vertical link. So go to my page and there should be two, and then you go to the live tab and there should be two. So first thing I want to show you guys is I got this Neato Burrito dice. It's called the Fate die. You can just get it online. I forget the website, but I'll try to find it. It's this dice that has like yes and, yes but. Nope, that's another yes and. Let's see where. No and maybe. It has two maybe sides, stuff like that. Okay, I got it fixed. Nice. Where'd you find the Dragonborn in the thumbnail? It's this magic land called Google, where you can find images and links to websites as far as the mind cannot see, because it is not a real place. Time to put puff Sean what? Time to puff Sean Combs. Hello, Dominic Butt. Not sure what that means, but it's cool. Sure. I'm guessing Sean Combs is the VA for the original Caterpillar in the, what's it called? The Alice in Wonderland. Welcome to the stream. So today we're gonna be working on some more Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Yes, we're going to be working on some more Dungeons and Dragons things. Sean John Combs. You know, I always hated the spelling of Sean. It should be spelled S-H-A-W-N. The Dragon One on the thumbnail now canonically has a purple hat and purple clothes. Sorry, I haven't been around. It's finals week this week and next, so I can't stay long, but I wish you luck on the stream. Tricky One, it is understandable. Finals are hard. That's how you get to the destination, by going through the finals. The destination of finals. So I understand. Look, it's very important. Focus on that. Then come back and focus only on this, because we got stuff to do. We got work to work on. Anyways, we will get to... We are now going to get ready, chat, to work on our D&D world. So, here's the thing. So we have our... Let me move my keyboard for now. And you can see my mouse pad. This is a real mouse pad, by the way. There's the table. the table underneath. I had this custom made for moi, and someone, I have finals also, but I have a stream to watch. See, Dell understands. One second, someone is ringing the doorbell. It was the mailman. The mailman came, and he was delivering stuff. Yo, W mousepad. Thank you. I really like. I mean, it's technically a gaming pad, but basically the same. So, we have two things we have to do. World creation. And then this one's the harder one. Character creation. So these are both these two boxerinos. The Deck of Worlds and Reckless Deck. Maybe I should flip them so that way. There you go. That way you can see the title of both. So these are both different two Kickstarter Renos that I got long time ago, and we've worked with this one a little bit with chat a few times to make some neato burrito worlds. That's how we got Dragon Song and Midpoint. But you know, we're only partially through our world. You know, to have a world, you need to have more than 2 cities, so we need to work on a third one. But we also gotta create that character of Xebec. We're not just gonna have him be just a self-insert like Link. One second. Of course. I fix one and another one falls. Classic. I'll just put this right here for now. So yeah, we need. What do you think of Sabrina, my new kitty? It's a cute kitty. I'm pretty sure I said she's cute. Pretty kitty. It's especially hard for an engineering major. Engineering. Nice. At least you're one of those people who says engineering major, and you're not one of those people who said, he probably already left. But anyways, I remember there was this one joke where it was like, I really hate how people who major in engineering call themselves engineers when they're not even done. You don't see people who major in medicine calling themselves doctors yet. And you don't see people who major in art calling themselves Starbucks baristas yet. Don't you know? Get a big piece of paper, put some rice, and outline the rice to make a map. No, I know that trick to make the map. But that's just the map. That doesn't make the world. That doesn't define the cities. This is for like creating the cities. Like what's special about them? What separates them from just being another city? Right? What is the conflict going on? What is unique about the city? What kind of location is it in? Is it in the snowy climate? The sandy climate? I was gonna say sunny, but I was thinking of desert, which technically is sunny most of the time, but you know what I mean. And then this is, you know, you can't make a map. Characters don't make maps. Maps don't make characters. This is character. That's what yep. So let's chat. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds to decide, or we're gonna roll the fate die and see which it'll decide for us. I'm liking this new music selection I picked. Boop bop boop ba boop Looks like nobody's picking, so we'll just... If we do this one, we're going to have to learn how to do it together, by the way. Because I have not looked it up pretty much at all. Are you only having 3 cities? Who said I was only having 3 cities? Who said that? I'm not only going to have so much. I'm going to build as much as I can. Well, yeah, but what prompted that question? What made you think that I would only have 3 cities? We're all in this together. We're all in this together. All right. You know, let's start with the deck of worlds. Since that one's a little easier, we know what we're doing. The other one we're gonna have to take some time to learn. And it looks like we got people in here now. I don't want to rush people away yet. You said you wanted to work on a 3rd because 2 wasn't enough. Well, yeah. Doesn't mean 3 is enough. Just means that 2 isn't enough. Simple as that. I'm probably going to keep making this until I feel like there's too many cities for me to keep track of. I think you can tell based on my response now that no, 3 is not my maximum plan. All right, let's get the candy off that for a second. Put it back. Zaggard fun fact, I watched all the High School Musicals in middle school before high school. See, I grew up with the High School Musicals, so that was literally impossible for me to do. I saw the first High School Musical when I was in middle school. And the second one came out when I was just starting high school, if I remember correctly. And then the third one was out, like, by the time I was ending high school. I mean, it was on Disney Channel, which is more of a middle schooler TV show channel than a high schooler TV show channel. Not saying high schoolers don't or can't watch it. They just generally didn't. In high school, you generally had other priorities or other shows you started watching. More adult shows like Big Bang Theory or, the big Marvels. The big PG-13 films. All right, let's Let's see. Getting all my expansions. So we'll put that one away. This one we'll keep. That one we'll put away for now. Okay, so here are the 2 expansions we always keep until the end, because they add on. They aren't replacements. We already did Sand and Story. That's upside down for you guys. We already did Sand and Story, so we're gonna move on from that. Myth and Magic is a bit vague, and so the last 2 are Frosts and Fables and Tides and Tidings. So I think we'll go with Tides and Tidings because Yuki. How do I roll again? Do exclamation point dice to look up that stuff. So let's do Worlds and Height. I like Meth and Magic. We're gonna go with Tides and Tidings because Yuki asked to do a port city. He wants to do Port Town. Do I know why Weasel wasn't in Deadpool and Wolverine? Wasn't it because of the actor? has gotten into some hot water, so the studio didn't want to use him. Pretty sure that was the reason. He started getting political. I mean, everyone in the Avengers was getting political, but yes, he was getting political in ways that were worrisome for Disney's bottom line. Let's be honest. Because if it doesn't affect their sales, they don't care. That's just how companies are. If they're not worried about it affecting sales, they don't care. But there was some other hot water I thought he got into before that. That was not political. It was like, it was something else. Something about him, like someone accusing him of SA, which I'm not going to, I don't know if it's true or not. It's not up to me. I'm not going to put my 2 cents in the ring. Because my 2 cents doesn't matter. That's why Jack Black broke up Tenacious D. Interesting. I'm going to roll for my luck for today's stream. Okay, do it. No space between the D and the 20. If I remember correctly. So. I'm looking through the ones we have. We want to make it a town. Okay. So we're going to go with the town, but what kind of town? Let's see. What are the regions like again? Oh, yeah, mountains. Can the town have a castle? Perhaps. So it's a town, but let's see, I'm gonna put that in there. We said port town. I'm trying to look at what kind of other port towns we can go with. Nah, those ones I don't find that neato. Islands, coast. We already decided port town. But then, let's see. Actually, just to keep these together, we'll do that. Chat, tell me when to, a Navy base. Ooh, hello, Yuki. Del, did you roll your D20 a second time? Duosion. Oh, nice. All right, chat, pick a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's vote on a number between those, and I'm gonna put these away for now. Let me just double check to make sure I didn't mix any of the expansions in. No, that's a Patreon exclusive. so we've got a 7 and a 1. Del, there's no space between the D and the 20. That's why it's not rolling for you. It's roll D20 with no space. I got 11. Where'd you get 11? Oh, there you go. It's because you keep... Del, you keep putting a space between the D and the 2 and the 0. The D... It's... exclamation point ROLLD20. No spaces. If you put a space, the bot will not recognize it. Alpha is out of range. There you go. Okay, so we have a 7, a 1, and Alpha, can you do a roll D8 for me? Okay, so let's see. 7, 1. Okay, so 7, 1. Just realized I didn't show myself taking those out. I should keep this here. Okay, if Alpha doesn't roll one in the next 30, roll a D8, in the next 30 seconds, I'm just gonna skip his roll. Because I can't sit here forever waiting. Gotta be snappy. All right, 10. I know this hasn't been 30 seconds, but I'm just gonna start. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we got between 7 and 1. Let's flip them both. I just lost my internet. Rippers. All right, so we have sea and island. Ooh, okay. Let's go with, this is a port town on an island in the middle of the sea. There we go. Might not be able to say Big Sag. And these are all DLC cards, or expansion cards, so that makes me feel good. All right, next let's go with landmarkies. Yeah, we want to go with landmarks next, right? Yeah, region, then region, landmark, namesake, stuff like that. Cool. All right, I think we already did our landmark though, because we did Port Town, right? Is there anything else? We'll vote. Let me see if there's this archipelago. Yeah, okay, so there's something we can add. So One Piece Island? No, not necessarily. Not a one, I mean, any island can be a One Piece Island. I don't really know what that means. Hopefully I'll get sorted out quickly, Alpha. Okay. Let's roll. Somebody roll a D20. No. Roll a D10. Everybody roll a D10, and then we're going to have the bot choose. Alpha, do you remember? Or not Alpha. Yuki, do you remember what the thing is to choose the person's message? A 9. Okay, that's how many times I'm going to do this one. Del, can you also do a D10 for me? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is 1. Not completely certain. Do exclamation point dice. I think it'll tell you if you do that. Rolls at 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have reef, stream, wall, bridge. Let's pick one from this one and one from this one. I think it's choose or choice, Yuki, but that's it. Pick. My role's been selected. Oh my god. I'm the chosen one, chat. Okay, so we got one vote for wall. Between wall and stream. Okay. We'll go with wall. We'll put it this way so we know we have wall. And then do we want there to be a reef or a bridge? And then we'll put these away. Reef? Okay. Wall and reef. Okay, for now we'll just leave this as a pile. And then we'll do the namesakes. And we're going to go with... Should we go with... We're going to roll the fate die for fun. I just realized it keeps trying to focus. Let's see if we can turn off autofocus. Okay, we'll just turn on autofocus again. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Took a minute. Okay, so are we gonna pick 3 names? One for the reef, one for the wall, and one for the port town. Maybe, but we should definitely... Getting a flashing. What is a reef? It's like... I don't know how to explain it. I know how to picture it in my head, but I don't know how to explain it. Maybe we should, but we definitely need to name the reef. Okay, so we're definitely going to name the reef. And of course you got to name the port town. That's how that works. Yeah, I don't like it being maybe. No. So we're just going to name the reef and the town. Okay. In that case, this first one will be for the town. The walled port town of... Del or Yuki. Actually, both of you roll me a d10. Or whoever rolls a d10 first, doesn't matter. At this point, a D6 or a D4 would be fine too. Or I'm just gonna stop. D10. Okay, five of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bam. Those are our list of names. And then Dell rolled a 9. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so our two names are Scurvy of Bridges of Ships of No Compass. Quivering. Quivering of Shrines of Vertigo. Vertigo of Remembers. That remembers. How about okay? Okay, let's mix these together so that way we know. So in the sea, there's a series of islands or islands. Let's ask the fate die. How is there one island or multiple? Is there one island or multiple? Let's rephrase that question because this is yes no. Is there more than one island? Yes. Is there 5 islands? No. And one of the this is because there used to be 5 until one disappeared. Okay, I have to write that down somewhere. None of these really speak to me. Don't about you guys. No compass. Okay. We'll keep no compass then. UC5 till 1 vanish. Thank you, Yuki. So let's say is of no compass for the series of the group of islands, or is it for the reef? Wait, no. Is this name for the reef? There we go. Yes, but it's not for the reason you think. Okay, so the reef of no compass. We'll find a way to reword that. Ooh. What if the reef is the wall for the city? It's like a naturally forming wall around the city, right? It's a reef wall. The reef wall of no compass. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna put this off to the side, and we're gonna lock that in over here. The reef wall of no compass. Yeah, that's an idea. And then islands in the sea. A port island. A port town. 4 islands in the middle of the sea. Is it sea or ocean? Sea. Now we've got these 4. And nobody really liked them. So, somebody roll me a D4. I'm going to put the namesakes away while you do that. Typical supplier, they're trying to say it's an issue on my end. That's because it is. All issues are on your end. The reef war of no compass. You're cooking right now by that, Zaggard. The reef war. Did I say? No, reef wall. Wow, you got it. You auto-corrected your device that corrected you. No, roll me a D4. Okay, well, we got a 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of shrines. The port island of shrines. Or the port town of shrines. Ooh, but let's see. Does this name apply to the islands or the town? Does this apply to the islands? Not maybe. Anything but maybe. That's another maybe. Okay, I got 3 maybes in a row. The universe is telling me I have to go with maybe. The Shrine Islands. Ooh, okay. And ooh, I got it. Maybe it's the islands are called the Shrine Islands. And because the 5th one is missing, the people who created the town don't remember why the islands exist. Your hub isn't connected properly. It all the checks and my hub is solid, so it's on their end. Yeah, but they're always going to say it's on your end. Like, they have to. For business purposes. Let's get me keyboard. I should start writing all this stuff down real quick on a... Okay, so... a set of 5 islands in the ocean. Surrounded by a reef wall. One of the islands disappeared. Okay, a set of 5 islands, one of them disappeared. The reef is wall of no compass. Okay, and then the Shrine Islands. I'm just gonna call them Shrine Islands. I know it's the islands of shrines, but actually that might be better. The island. Nah, I like Shrine Islands better. The Shrine Islands. Maybe the town has no shrines? Ooh, or I don't know what I think about that. Oops, sorry, but seems like it's your problem, eh? Pretty much. Can you roll your dice? Is there multiple types of races in these islands? Sure. Are there multiple races on this island? Maybe there are, and maybe they're split between on different islands. But they are separated by the... There we go. Islands of Shrine doesn't make sense to me, so I agree. Yeah. Shrine Islands. Maybe the town has no shrines? The port town. Let's say the port town. All right, we're gonna roll another. Somebody roll me another D10. I want to get a different name for the port town. Have we created the hub of the empire that wants to wipe out all the dragon lizard races? We have not done that yet. We'll do that later down the road. Somebody roll me another... Actually, roll me a D4. D10 is fine. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hissing. Okay, so we got hissing of the moon of guardians without fear. Okay, we're gonna say that each town has its own name. Hissing Town. Port of the Moon. Island Without Fear. And the Rock of Guardians. And then the fifth one will be the Mystery Island. For now. What's this one for? For the name of the towns. I was going to say, maybe these islands could be their marine base. They could have a marine base here. Or they could have a marine base nearby. For now, we're going to say this is the name for all the towns. So this is the name for the islands. The base was on the fifth island. Ooh. Maybe the one island that disappeared was maybe related to a race war. Interesting. Okay, so we'll write that. I'll write down. Empire might have a marine base here. The base might have been the fifth island. Maybe the island that disappeared was because of, I'll just say, a great battle. Yeah, I think we got some good ones. Let's see. Port of the Moon. Or we'll call it Moonport. What would be a good way to rename this, right? We'll rename it later. Okay, for now we'll put this here and this here. Next is Origins. What island is a pirate hideout? Those pirates could make their money by smuggling the dragon lizard fork out of the empire. We'll have an island with, okay. Island with pirates too. With a pirate hangout. Okay. We'll have that written down for now. Now, next is our Origins cards. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone roll a d8 for that, and then roll a d10 for this. Because you can't have islands without pirates. True. Okay, so 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's one of the origins. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting snack attacked. Is there a dragon? I'm gonna say no. Okay. 1. Okay, so here are 2 origins. I'll put the base ones away for now. I mean, it seems pushy. I'm just trying to give my ideas before I have to leave as Twitch eats up my mobile data. No, you're not being pushy. You're putting your ideas in. I'm just not going to roll every time someone has a question about something while we're in the middle of this. So we'll ask later about the dragon thing. Former missionary camp. Site of an infamous mutiny. Assembled from derelict ships. Origin of wildly used knot. Okay, these 2 I'm not going to do. Because we did this already with Midpoint. This is basically the same thing as Midpoint, but it's a seafaring version. And this one is just, well, neat. I don't want to do all that work. We're going to go with one of these 2. Former missionary camp or site of an infamous mutiny. Okay. Which one do we want to go with, chat? For the main port town. Former missionary camp or site of infamous mutiny? Which one is second? I'm going to flip this down so we're not looking at that for now. If you want to conserve some data, you could go audio only. That is true. You could do that. Finally made a stream. Hello, Hellspawn. What's happening? We are creating a Dungeons and Dragons, or whatever tabletop world. We're creating fantasy world together. We've currently created 2 towns. You can go watch the VODs to learn about that. And on top of that, we've also created a character for eventually the chat, will play that character with me as your DM on stream. But for now, we got to make a world. So we want to go with a former missionary camp. Okay, cool. We'll say the port town was a former missionary camp. The moon port. And we'll put that. And this will be for the islands. So the origin of the islands is origin of a popular game or sport. Was once encased in ice, linked to apocalyptic lore, founded as a claim of independence. Hansi, we have some disagreement about being a camp. We do? We have some disagreements. Where? Who? What? The side of muesli? What? Oh, mutiny. Oh. Then we're gonna have to go with you know what that means, right? Means time that it's time for a chat duel. You know, I should have expected this. It happens every year in December. My internet gets dodgy. It's probably because a lot more people start using it. So they start, what's it called? Bottlenecking you. I can't duel. Yes, you can. You both roll a D20. See who rolls higher. Or a D100. Actually, both roll a D20. Del and Yuki, let's see who rolls higher. If you roll a D... Okay, we'll go with D100 because Yuki rolled a D100. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Del, D100. Funniest thing I've seen today. Honestly, agreed. Just add another 0 behind that 10, and we got what we need. If Dell beats a 95, I swear to heck. Darn it, got a 72. All right, looks like we're going with site of a missionary camp. A former missionary camp. Poggers. Now for the island. The origin of the islands. Origin of a popular game or sport. We'll call this number 1. Was once encased in ice is number 2. Linked to apocalyptic lore is 3. And founded as a claim of independence. Well, you'll say that's 4. Reroll battle. So we got some... Alpha wants it to be a popular gamer sport. Okay. Does anybody else challenge Mr. Alpha? Monsieur Alpha. I agree with that. Alpha. Origin of a popular gamer sport. Okay, we've got 2. Dell wants a 3rd option. Ooh. Do we have any other people in the chat? They've been Mr... Who was in the chat 20 seconds ago? Mr. Hellspawn. What are your thoughts, friend? Or Madam Hellspawn, whichever you prefer. Side with Alpha. Unfortunate Dell. We're going with origin of popular gamer sport. All right, so the island's origin is a popular gamer sport. Okay. Now for the attributes. We only got 2 decks left, chat. These all... Yep. All right, Dell. You get to pick the first one of this next one because you've been outvoted twice. So roll me a D4, 1d4. Dell, roll me a 1d4 so I can shuffle this. And then whoever's in Twitch, roll me a d12 for this one. The Alphas, the Direwolves reign supreme. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this one will be Dell's pick. Oh, I gotta do it 10 times. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's the Twitch one. Here's Dell's. Dell's is on the left with the shimble while I put this deck away. All right. Dell, since you picked this one, is this a tourist trap? Is it the habitat of a sea monster? Does it have frequent hurricanes? Is there a floating or stilted construction? And while you're doing that, oh my god, my face is so itchy today. Twitch, is this island multilingual? Is it a popular campsite? Is it located on a waterway? Okay, that one we already have an answer for. Is it known for taking... is it known for talking bird or birds? Habitat of a sea monster. Okay. These islands are the habitat of a sea monster. And again, we'll go with multilingual, 1. Popular campsite, 2. Located on a waterway, 3. Known for talking birds, or bird, 4. I wonder which one of these Toka would like. Well, he never shows up, so he never gets to vote. You know what? Just to spite him, no talking birds. Forehead. All right, I'm going to roll the fate die. Is it multiple birds can talk or only one bird can talk? Let's see. Wait. I'm so stupid. Is it only... Can only one bird talk? There we go. That's the question. I got to ask yes or no questions. I always ask multiple. Multiple choice. Yes. It was yes and. Yes, only one bird can talk, and it is very intelligent. Did I say intelligence by accident? Intelligent. We know birds. We all know birds are not real. True. Birds are just drones made by the government. Does feel like it's been a while since I've seen Toko around. Nobody understands the language. Ooh, it can talk, but nobody understands the language. Okay. I like that one better than the one I said. It's intelligent and nobody can understand the language. I'm going to write that down. The keyboard is not on. One talking bird. No one can understand the language. That was really good, Alpha. I like that. Okay, we're going to put that with the town. Now for the final set. The advents. What event is going to happen on the island? And what event is going to happen in the town? We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Someone roll a d8 for this. Actually, someone on Twitch roll a d8, and then Dell, roll me the d20 for this. Is it a monster bird or a homomorphic bird? Homomorphic bird? I don't know what homomorphic means. Are you talking about like a humanoid bird man, or what is homomorphic? Oh, I see what you're saying. You're asking if it's a kaiju or a regular sized bird. It's a good question. It's a good question. Human bird man. Okay, that wouldn't be homomorphic. That would be yeah, that would be anthropomorphic. No, I don't want to do a human bird man. I want it to be like a bird. Either like a bird. Either like a phoenix or like a kaiju Rodan sized thing, or maybe it's just like it's a magic parrot or raven or something. I mistyped. Hello, Optimus Philip. And you, Alpha rolled the 3, so 1, 2, and 3. That'll be the Twitch card. And then Dell, did you roll a d20 for me? No, he rolled the d4. Okay, so we'll just do 1. 1. This one is the YouTube card. That way YouTube can decide on this, and Twitch can decide on this. All right, so this is for the... We said this was for the island or the town? You rolled a... Where'd you roll a 20? Did I miss it? We all know birds are not real. Looks like to me in chat it says... Okay. There we go. Oh, I see. Okay, we'll say that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Twitch is island, YouTube is town. Okay. Thank you, Alpha. So this is going to be for YouTube. This is the town pile. You guys can't see it. And this is the island pile. All right, for the island pile, we're either going to say, 1, a dock or port infestation is getting out of hand. Crustaceans, vermin, or fungus of some kind. Or, the storm of the century is about to hit. It is magical, arriving early or as big as a continent. So, giant storm, major infestation. I am the behalf of YouTube. Truge. Once we get more people on YouTube, if you look, if you invite some of your friend-arinos or even your enemy-nos, you know, and then while you Twitch debates that, YouTube, aka Dell, your choices are: stars are disappearing from the night sky due to pollution, an optical illusion, or something supernatural. Or the contents of an important archive are being held hostage. The contents of an important archive are being held hostage. A library, a museum, or an art gallery. So you pick between stars disappearing, important archive. They pick between infestation or giant storm. We got 2 for big storm. So for now, I'll turn it to big storm until we see some argumentarinos. While you're doing that, I'm going to put this deck away. I'm going to vote stars. Okay, stars are disappearing for... Wait, where is Optimus Phillip on? Oh, Optimus Phillip is... The choices are stars are disappearing, contents of an important archive. We actually have 2. Sweet. I like the stars. Okay, we got stars for the town, and looks like big storm for the island. Cool. Now we have all our cards together. I'm gonna put this somewhere safe for now, along with the box it came in. We're gonna put our... Okay. Big storm sounds cooler. That's totally fine. There are no problems with that. All right, so based on the cards we have, let's go with our town first. We'll all work together because we've decided it. So it's a port town. Port town of the moon. We'll see how we change the name. We went with former missionary camp. Known for a single talking bird. And there's a giant... no, and the stars are disappearing. That's what we have here for the town. I have to say, I have to go for now. Hopefully, I'll be back later. I hope you're back later as well. Have a good rest of your night if you're not. And we'll see you all next week. We'll see you next week, Alpha. I give Yuki my vote until I return. I don't know. That seems a little... I don't know what the sea monster. The sea monster is in this pile, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's in the island pile. So the sea monster is part of the 5 islands. So we'll get to that later. Don't worry, your sea monster is in here. And just to prove to you it is, habitat of a sea monster right there. So that's connected to the islands, not the town. The town itself might not know about the sea monster, or they might know of the sea monster, but not know that it lives like literally in their series of islands, or they do, and they've created a whole like ecosystem around. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. Bye, Alpha. Oh, so everybody, 07's in the chat for Alpha leaving. If you don't know, if you're not on Twitch, on YouTube, literally just write 0 and then the number 7. All right, so we got a port town of the moon for a military missionary camp. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys my screen. Just so you can see what I'm typing out. Can you roll if people know about the sea monster? How about we do? We'll keep that in your back pocket, Del. Take that and put it in your pocket. All right, and then we'll roll once we're working on the island stuff. Let's work on the town stuff. That way we can get stuff out of the way. I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. Okay, you came just in time for us to start taking this information and write out. So, another voter. So how do we want to name this town? Because I named it this, but I'm not a huge fan of Port of the Moon. It just sounds a little too like, I don't know. It's the Port of the Moon. I don't know. It just sounds so basic, you know? So what are we thinking? What are we thinking in our brains, in our big brain boys? We're not going to name the sea monster just yet, Del. Focusing on the town. Lunaport is mildly more interesting. Okay, we'll go with Lunaport or Port Luna. Or we could just call the port town. Ooh, what would be another name for? Or we could just call it Lunacia. The port town of Lunacia. Lunacia, the port town. Like, it's just like the name of the town is just Lunacia. Ooh, wait, that fits into the stars disappearing thing super well. Ooh, that's great. Ooh, I just started cooking with some stuff. Let's hope I remember it because I don't want to sit. So, why do you want Arcale? I'm gonna look up. Is that from something? Ah, there. I see. Lunacia. People like Lunacia. Question of the day: what's your favorite type of starting town in an RPG? Like, do you like starting in a basic city, somewhere by the sea? Do you like starting in a desert area? Just what would you like? Okay. So we got the name and what it is. So former missionary camp. So what's important about it being a former missionary camp? Let's put those there and this there because that goes. These go with specific stuff. Pallet Town, Keckers. Okay, former missionary camp. I don't know how we're going to fit former missionary camp into our world with this. Chat, what do you think? How do we Something about piety? People being maybe because of the strange creatures. Well, no, I'm what? Sorry, how do I explain this? Moon god punishing these missionaries for not. Oh, I see. Okay. Actually, I think I got a better one. Former shrines to the moon god name here. But were wiped out by the Empire. There we go. This way, this way, it's not just some overworld being just decided, no, don't like you anymore, smack, and then got rid of him. It's, you know, people coming in and being like, I don't like you worshiping this guy. There, and we get to bring in the Empire again. We now have 2 towns where the Empire is fucking with people, and I love it. Okay, so we got that. The talking bird. What are we going to do with this talking bird guy? First, let's ask the question. Gonna roll the fate die here. I'll show you what I'm rolling. Let's move that over there so it doesn't. We already said that it's a singular bird. One bird. Where's Tokyo? We need bird ideas. Exactly. Is the bird gigantic? I'm trying to slide it so it doesn't look like I'm rolling it. Yes. And, okay, so we've got a giant talking bird. And something else. Here, I'm going to move this up here so I can. Is the talking bird nice giant bird? And we got a Wang Shitong up in here. Yep, Wang Shitong. He who knows 10,000 things. I noticed I misspelled talk. Giant bird. And he is a wizard. Now, when I say that, I don't mean a wizard that got turned into a bird. It's a giant talking bird that learned magic. That's pretty cool. Does the giant talking bird interact with the people of the port town of Lunacia? How about the talking bird has some connection to the god of moon magic? He has moon magic. That he learned from the missionaries. Bada bing, bada boom. Now, does this bird, does he interact with the town of Lunacia? No, he does not interact with them. Interact with the citizens of Lunacia. He's a hermit. Well, we already said people can't understand him, so he knows Moonspeak. Let's say he knows Moonspeak. He knows Moonspeak. Bada bing, bada boom. Does he speak in wingdings? No. He speaks in some sort of foreign language only known to moon people. Okay, so giant talking bird who's a wizard that knows moon magic. Del, can you give me a name for this giant talking bird? Moonish. We'll call it Loonish. He knows Loonish. Does anybody have a good name for this talking bird guy? While we're doing that, do we think are the people Movqua? I'm gonna change that a bit so it's more easy to pronounce. Mavquill. Not what I meant, right? Mavquill. What is other important characteristics? Well, let's ask. Is the town afraid of him? Because we're gonna say they know about him. Also, we should write down stars disappearing. No one saw that. I didn't just drop this onto my keyboard. That would never happen. All right. Are the townsfolk afraid of this giant bird? No, but because he's a hermit, they don't bother him. No. Cautious because of his wizard powers. They are not afraid, but they are cautious. It's good. The town's Gulk. And finally, does he know why the stars are disappearing? What does chat think? This is what this says. I'm actually gonna. You guys probably already saw it. I'm gonna put this to the side. If chat doesn't get any answers from me, we're gonna move it over. I don't think you should know concretely. I'm gonna say he has theories for why the stars disappearing, but no evidence yet. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, see the port town. Former shrines to the moon god, but they were wiped out. Placed by moon missionaries, but were wiped out by the Empire. Movqual, the giant talking bird, speaks Noonish. Moon, aka Moonspeak. And also learned moon magic from the missionaries. He does not interact with the citizens of Lunacia. The townsfolk are not afraid, but they are cautious. He has theories as to why the stars are disappearing. Now, let's save that. And then I'm going to put these back where they belong. Okay, so these go in the main one. So let me do that first. And then we'll put these in the appropriate places for their region, landmark, origin, now let's ask, are the stars actually disappearing? Maybe they're just those on the islands lose the abilities to see them, which causes navigational issues. They are. I have astrophysical questions. We're just going to say just those on the island. Just those on the islands are losing the abilities to see them, which causes navigational issues. Maybe they're combining. As someone who's studied a decent amount of astrophysics in college, I'm going to say I don't like the idea of them combining. That sounds world-ending, and I don't want to be that. I don't want to build this town to be world-ending quite yet. So I like just the idea that, like, everybody's losing the ability to see them. This could be a good jumping off point. And I'm going to clear this for our any players. It's like, oh, this is the first thing you have to fix. The Shrine Islands. I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't really care. They're all separated by the islands. Island on here. Rock. Marine base here. Island with a pirate hangout. One talking bird. No, okay, we already have that. Stars are disappearing. Already wrote that. All right, next for the islands. So we have islands in the sea. The Shrine Islands. They have a reef wall of no compass. We got that down. Origin of a popular game or sport. Habitat of a sea monster. Storm of the century is about to hit. All right. What kind of popular gamer sport was invented here on these islands? I'm going to write that down. Oops. It is called this because they have a strong enough pull magnetic pull to mess with compasses. A series of islands where missionaries of the moon god made their base. I'll just write HQ, headquarters. The sport could be related to the sea monster. Ooh, I like that. All right, sport related to sea. We'll say that for now. I keep pressing the wrong thing. I'm so bad at typing sometimes. Okay, so we're saying that the islands, a sea monster lives in the reef around. I have to look up exactly what is a reef. A ridge of jagged rock, coral, or sand just above or below the surface. Right, okay. So what do we want to say this reef is made of? We'll say it's made of I like the idea of coral because coral is pretty. We could say rock and coral. Yeah. It makes the reef its islands. Its home. Its home. In the reef wall. Rock and coral reefs are usually made of. See, Google said it's rock, coral, or sand. I'm just saying. Fine. Let's see. What kind of sea monster is this? Is this a vicious sea monster? No. But it does attack any who enter its lair. Is the sea monster a squid? Yes, and. Ooh. Actually, I'll let chat decide this. What kind of sea monster are we gonna go with? I'm gonna give you guys 3 options, and you guys can vote. Squid, like the Kraken. Sort of a giant kelp-like seahorse, or a giant carnivorous fish. I don't know if I spelled that right. A crab. Or a crab. I'll put crab because 2 people have said crab. Release the Kraken. I feel like Kraken kind of almost doesn't fit, but it could work still. Ooh, it could be a dragon turtle. As funny as crab would be, also partial to a kraken. I'm gonna be honest, the one I like, there are 2 I like a little bit more than the others. I change it now. I want a dragon turtle. Just remember, when I say dragon turtle, I don't mean Avatar: The Last Airbender dragon turtle. I mean more akin to 5e dragon turtle. For multiple reasons. Okay, I have to go on a BRB. My cat keeps meowing for me. Yuki, do you need to be timed out for your explicitness, good sir? Okay, so it looks like we have 3 for dragon turtle. We're gonna go with the dragon turtle. Because, shut up. Dragon turtle. Sea monster. A dragon turtle lives in the reef wall around the islands. The dragon turtle is not vicious. That's not how you write vicious. I'm going to have to look that up real quick. Okay, that is how you write vicious with the C. I thought so. But it does attack any who enter its lair. How about a kraken that has crab armor on its tentacles, has crab claws, or a dragon turtle? We could say it's orange, so it looks like a giant crab when people first see it. When they see its shell, right, they think it's going to be like just a giant crab. Let's say there are giant crabs here, right? And so when people first come here, it's like, that must be the sea monster, the giant crabs, right? And then they kill one, and they're super easy to kill. And then they see the dragon turtle, and they're like, oh, another giant crab. And then it comes out, and it's the fucking dragon turtle, and it's fucking and no one's able to kill it. And they're like, oh, shit. Right? How does that sound? Orange because of its favorite. It is the color orange because it loves to eat the giant crabs around the island. The council approves. New sailors who come to the island mistake the giant crabs for the sea monster when it is the dragon turtle. There we go. Just so I have it written down. Sometimes they will kill a crab or 2 and think they are safe. Then when the DT's shell, they think it's a crab baited. I'll know what that means, right? Chad and I will know what that means, right? Right? We'll know what that means. All right, so just to show you what I'm writing, this is what I've just written down for the dragon turtle. What do we want? What's the game? What's the game we want to say is part of the dragon turtle? People have eaten crabs, so every month or year they try to hunt the sea monster. Also wear screen. What do you mean wear screen? Hello? Do you not see me? Oh, okay, we're good. People love eating crabs, so every month or year they try to hunt the sea monster. How about we say once a year? I feel like every month would be rough, and it would make it more of a sport. Once a year, there is a competition to try and hunt for the DT. Whoever brings back the something from its lair is the winner. There we go. How about instead of hunt, they try to steal from the dragon turtle. And then there's the giant storm. I'm going to write this in full caps. Giant storm approaching island. Actually, do we want to say the storm is a natural storm that happens every few years, or is it an unnatural storm? What is chat thinking? Natural or unnatural? A natural storm that happens every few decades. Interesting. So we're going with both. It's there now. I don't know what could be more interesting. Okay. Giant storm approaching island. Happens once every 10 years. But is arriving 6 months however, it is arriving 6 months too early, and no one is prepared. What should we name the storm? Because if it's a thing that happens all the time. How it sounds, sea monster concrete storms when it's angry, and when the islands need it. What? Rewrite that for me. I'm a little confused. Are you trying to say that the sea monster, the dragon turtle, can create the storms when it gets angry, or to protect the island? Is that what you're trying to say? I'm just curious. Are you using speech to text? Okay, so yes to what I said. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I think I know how I could go with this. Okay. So hear me out. Remember, one of the things we got was the Rock of Guardians, right? What if the dragon turtle actually has like multiple layers, one near each island, right? And no, never mind. I lost what I had. I don't know, it's every 60 years. So we have people who don't believe that the storm is going to happen. Interesting. Every 60 years versus every 10 years. All right, chat, which one are we liking? Anna can still show up early. Who? What? Oh, and it can still show up early. Sure. Okay. How early are we talking, though? Once every 6. Okay. Okay. Sure, we'll go with that. Once every 60 years. There's a giant ass frickin' storm. The storm is actually created by okay, here's my two thoughts. It's either created by dragon turtles coming together to mate, or created by a kraken who has a rivalry with this dragon turtle. Which one do we like more? Chat. The idea that the storm is created when dragon turtles mate, kind of like how sharks, one place where we see great white sharks mate is near blue whale carcasses, and that tends to create a feeding frenzy in that area. And we're not sure if that's because of the fact that sharks, it's just so much plentiful food, so a lot of sharks end up being there and then mating, or if this is like something in their DNA to want to like mate around like whales. Are whales like an aphrodisiac for sharks? We're not sure which one it is, right? So like, could this be that like they follow this storm and the storm makes them want to mate, or is it that because they're mating they create this storm? Or do we want to go with the kraken? Kraken. Dragon turtle versus kraken. Okay. Looks like people like dragon turtle versus kraken. We got a kaiju fight. Gee, nothing gets sharks going more than a corpse. To be fair, they don't see it as a corpse. They see it as a buffet. And most creatures mate more when there's more available food than when there isn't. Hellspawn, what do you think? Is there anybody else in the chat? True. It really sucks that we can't learn more about great white sharks. We could, but it's really freaking hard because we can't keep them in captivity. Like we have not found a way to keep a great white in captivity and keep it alive for longer than what, like 6-8 months? I think the longest one is like 6 or 8 months, and then it still died. I like the idea with the But which idea with the dragon turtle? The dragon turtle mating or the dragon turtle versus the kraken? Either way, it's the dragon turtle. How about we change the 60 years to 10? We just changed it from 10 to 60 years. Do you want the turtles to bone or do you want the turtles to throw hands? Exactly. Exactly. Definitely versus the kraken. Give me a fight. Okay. Everybody wants to... Okay. The storm is actually created by a kraken who has a rivalry with this dragon turtle. This is like a Zangoose and Sir Viper thing. The kraken and the dragon turtle can mate. Now that's a bit too weird for my taste. I like the idea of like that they're natural enemies. Like mongoose and what are they called? The snakes in India, and Africa. The rattlesnake. No, not rattlesnakes. Cobras and Mongoosinesians. How they have like a natural rivalry between each other in the natural world. All right. Now I'm gonna start putting some cards away. Everybody, start throwing some names out for the kraken. Our kraken guy who doesn't like our dragon turtle, and start throwing some names out for our dragon turtle guy. They can be a guy, a girl, what have you. Just throw names out. Start throwing names, don't throw hands. Can the squids have claws? Well, the way krakens work in D&D, and we're not doing a D&D game, but I do like the idea of the way krakens work is that krakens are very intelligent and they generally don't actually look completely like squids. They tend to change their body up to look more like what they think would be the best body. So we could give them like two crab claws. Dragon Kyriushin. Do you know the best form is a crab? Wrong. The best form is a dragon. Look, Crit Crab is a cool guy and Crab Raving is cool. But crabs are wrong. Especially with crab mentality where they fun fact, if you put a bunch of crabs in a bucket, right? And you leave the bucket open, they will never climb out because when one is about to climb out, the others will pull him down. Crabs are freaking stupid. In evolution, crab is the best, I heard. No, it's because crabs have not found a way to evolve past being crabs. That doesn't necessarily mean they're actually the best, but they are. It is pretty neat that they have survived. Like, evolution hasn't changed them in like millions of years. Everything evolves to crab. Is that why there's the venereal disease called the crabs? All right, so we got one name for the dragon turtle, Kyriushin. Why do I feel like that's something I should know? Of course, it's. Did you name it after you? Yuki, you madman. You madman, you. I do gotta say I like the art for this. I'm not gonna give it away what it is. Is this a recent thing, by the way? It looks like this is an old one. Or is this new? Because I don't remember this one. But it has a lot of support cards. Which one are you looking at? There are two variants. Ocean Dragon Lord. And then also the Ripple King. The art's fucking gorgeous, dude. Ocean Dragon Lord is relatively new. Okay. Okay. All right. Butterbeer Storm is created by a kraken who has a rivalry with the dragon turtle. We're gonna say dragon turtle's name is. Let's see. What's How about he's called the Longu? The Longcreo. Longcreo. We're gonna call him Longcreo. And the Kraken will be named Greg. Greg the Kraken. Kraken named Sumo Marco. Okay, what the hell? I'm gonna go with no on that one. I say that's another. That looks like a meme character. Look, I'm all for the memes, but that's too much. Okay. Ta-da. All right, let's. How about Gorgins. How about Gorgins the Kraken? How's that? Lonkeru. I'll just do Lonkeru. Or Longcrew and Gorgonst. What are we thinking of these names? Now we'll ask one more question, and then we're gonna move on from this, and we're gonna try out something new, chat. So let's. Why do they have a rivalry? It is acceptable. So why do they have a rivalry? I'm good with those names. Cool. I just dropped the fate die. Ow. While we're doing that, I'm going to pull out the Fresh Ink and Ancient Songs. And the Shared Hearths and Common Creeds. They're fighting over the talking bird's affection. How about no? I'm going to turn off my keyboard, and we're going to turn this back on, so that way you guys can see what I'm pulling out here. So we're going to put some keyhole card to add to our island. And a opus card. Wait, are there different types? Wait, there are different types. An opus card and a flourish card. Perhaps the Kraken lost a tentacle or whatever. For whatever reason, the turtle is at fault. I like that. They are rivals because they fought many centuries ago, and the turtle won by taking all right, let's see. We're gonna add a flourish card by involving a child with a focus on symbols. And the Kraken is paranoid that turtle one day. And the Kraken is paranoid that the dragon turtle will come to eat him one day. Boom. Now let's add an opus. What is write a blessing, describe or sketch a bulletin board. All right, we'll do that after. What's a common superstition? What is their most significant historical event? What diseases are common? What are their courtship rituals? Were worshipped besides the moon god, but after the moon god left, there was a power gap, so that's why they fight. Interesting. I kind of like that idea, but I want to twist it. No, actually, I just like that. Chat. Do the rest of you like that idea from Dell that that other islands used to worship the Kraken and the Dragon Turtle, but when the Moon worshippers were wiped out, the Dragon Turtle and the Kraken began to fight to claim the rest of the islands, to claim its island. No, okay, here's my one problem with that. Why is the Kraken gone? Also, why don't they worship the Dragon Turtle anymore? I think that makes more questions than it creates answers. I think I'll stick with the ones we got. They got in a fight centuries ago, and now the Kraken is paranoid that the Dragon Turtle will come to eat him, so he always comes to fight him first. On this, in the port town, what kind of courtship rituals? I'm going to write down, people will use shed scales from Leon Crew as engagement rings. There we go. And then let's write an excerpt from an epic poem. The storm come. The storm come and the storm go. Where is the moon? We do not know. How the seas rage on and on. I fear our island will soon be gone. There we go. And we'll say it was written by Kenru, the great fisherman. Kenru, the great fisherman. All right, I think that's as far as I can go for today, chat. I'm starting to get pretty hungry and losing focus. And I don't want to learn how to use a whole new system. So next week we will definitely 100% be working together on the Reckless deck psyche. I'm going to try and read it so that way I know how it works. So that way we don't learn it, but we use it. We can use it for the first time to create our character. Create more of a character for Xebec. All right, I think we got some good stuff down here. That's annoying. It just deletes something. Huh? Why is it not letting me? Why is it not letting me save this? Thumbnail says, "Who are you?" But we never described who we are. True. We described where we are. Let me make sure that's saved. If it didn't save, I'm gonna fucking throw a fit. Why is it not letting me? Okay, that's fucking weird. I have to figure that out later. If it didn't save, just go to VODs. No, it's not here. Look, I'll show you the problem. Okay. So. I wrote this, Kenru the Great Fisherman. And then whenever I try to save it, this comes up. And I can get it if I double click. And then this starts happening. I don't know why that's happening. I'm just going to close and save it because that was confusing. Yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on either. Anyways, I got to end here. I am so hungry. Chat, it was so much fun to have you all here. Thanks for playing with me and my special fate die. We're gonna end stream. We will see you all on Magical Monday, where we will either work on our Reckless Deck Psyche stuff, which means our character, or we'll play some Mario and Luigi. Until then, stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. Thank you all for joining us. You guys have been wonderful. We have created some really cool stuff just now. I did not think by the end of this that we would have a dragon turtle fighting a kraken as part of our story, but I flapjack and love it. So, guys, again, we will see you next week. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. Be thankful for everything and everyone in your life. And the #1 rule here in the Dragon's Den, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me. Who believes in you? Bye-bye, chat.